Hey guys, I'm Dr. Stephanie and I'm a physical therapist, and today we're going to go through 5 of my favorite core exercises. So these are exercises that will help build strength and stability in your core muscles, especially those deep core muscles, and that will help support your spine and your hips and your pelvis. So it can help decrease any pain you're having in those areas or just prevent injury and give you a little bit more stability. Core strength is important for pretty much everything. We use our core in all our daily activities. We use our core when we're doing activities like running, jumping, playing soccer, playing tennis, swimming. So our core is important, and it's not just the abdominal muscles. It's the abdominals, it's the back muscles, it's the hips, it's the pelvic floor. So it's important that we keep all of those muscles strong so that we keep functioning without pain, without injury, and just feeling good overall. So I'm going to show you 5 of my favorite exercises. We're going to use this small Pilates ball. This is just a 9-inch little ball that we're going to use for all 5 of these exercises. And these are great for beginners. They're also great for people who are more advanced. So anyone can do these, and these are a great thing to add to your routine just to start building up some core strength. So start by lying on your back. And it's really important to activate your core muscles as you do all these exercises. So what you want to do is kind of pull your belly button up and in. So you can pull it straight down to your spine, but instead of pulling it straight down, you kind of want to pretend like you're sucking up and in. Just like if you're going to zip up a tight pair of jeans, then you kind of suck in as you pull that zipper up. So to tell if you're doing it properly, you can place 2 fingers on the inside of your hip bones here, and you just want to kind of very gently, so it's not a like suck as hard as you can, very gently kind of just pull that belly button in towards your back and then up this way. So kind of zip it up, and if you do it properly, you can kind of feel those muscles pop into your fingers here. So just up and in, like you're zipping up that tight pair of jeans. And so you just want to hold that. You also want to incorporate your breathing. So when I show you this first exercise, I'll show you what I mean. You want to exhale during the contraction of the motion and then inhale during relaxation. So for the first one, we're going to place our legs up like this and then ball up in the air. You're going to hold it in both hands here, just like this. Just gently hold it. And then here you want to kind of pull that belly button up and in. And then you want to squeeze this ball just slightly as you bring one heel down and tap the floor and come back up. Relax, squeeze, tap the other foot. So to incorporate the breathing, you want to squeeze, exhale, and then inhale, relax. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Incorporating that breathing, really make sure you're breathing, because some people have a tendency to hold their breath during these exercises, and it also really helps to strengthen those muscles properly. So your breathing is really important while you do everything. So we make sure that we're activating the proper muscles if we're breathing correctly, and it just feels better to do the exercises. So you want to do about 10 of these. So we're squeezing as we bring one heel down and back up. And then after 10, you can come down, totally relax, rest about 30 seconds, and then come back up. And you'll do another 10. And usually I like to do 2 or 3 sets of that. So it depends where you are. If you're more of a beginner, start with 2 sets, and then you can gradually increase to 3. If you feel like after 2 sets you can do another, go ahead and do 3 sets to start. Okay, for the next exercise, we're going to stay on our back like this. Bring both our legs up again, and then take this ball and place it on one knee and hold it there with the opposite hand. And then take your other hand and bring it straight up. So this is called a dead bug or a dying bug if you've ever done this before. So for this one, we want to contract that core, so kind of pull that belly button up and in, and press, just keep pressing into the knee or into the ball with this hand. Keep it there as you extend your arm and leg and come back up. So again, you want to exhale here and inhale here. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. And then after 8 to 10 of those, depending how you're feeling. You want to come down, relax for about 20-30 seconds, and then we'll come up and do the same thing on the opposite side. So place the ball here, opposite hand here, and then you want to just go ahead and contract that core, and then exhale here, and inhale here, exhale, inhale. You want to do about 10 again, and then repeat on both sides 2 or 3 more times. Again, 2 times if you're a beginner, maybe 3 times once you progress, or if you feel like you've done 2 sets and you feel like you can easily do another. Okay, so for exercise number 3, take this ball, place it between your knees, just like that, and hands can go by your sides. For this one, it's really important that we keep our back flat on the ground. We don't want to arch up like this. So I'm going to show you the motion, and then if you feel like your back is coming up off the ground, you can just modify it a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that. So for this one, kind of pull that belly button up and in. You're going to exhale as you lower your heels towards the floor, and then inhale back up. So exhale and inhale. This is a little bit tougher. So if you feel like your back starts to arch about here, then just come back up. So you don't have to do the whole motion where you tap your heels to the floor. So exhale and inhale. If you can keep your back flat, go through the whole motion. If you can't, you're just gonna go to wherever you feel like it kind of coming off the ground and then come back up. Because you're still working that core, and the more you work on this exercise, the better you'll get, and eventually you'll be able to tap the floor with your feet. So for this one, 8 to 10 reps, and then you want to repeat that 2 or 3 times, again, depending on if you're a beginner or if you feel like you're a little bit more advanced. Okay, so that's number 3. For number 4, we're going to come up into a hands and knees position, and you're going to place the ball under one hand right here. So just like this, we're going to do what's called a bird dog, but it's going to have a little twist since we're pushing on the ball. So this kind of gives some instability here. So that can actually help with shoulder strength and shoulder stability, but it's helping with core stability too, because you have to stabilize with your core to keep your arm in this position on this ball. So again, you want to kind of pull that belly button up and in, and then you want to exhale as you lift this arm and the opposite leg. So you're going to lift out like this and then come back down. So exhale and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You want to do about 10 times, and then you'll go ahead and switch, place the ball on the opposite side, and then same thing. So you're going to exhale here, inhale here, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Again, 10 times, repeat the whole thing 2 or 3 times, but really focus on going slow and controlled. You want to make sure you keep that ball there with your hand. You don't want to be rolling all over. If it's shaking a little bit, that's okay. That just means, your body is stabilizing. You're really trying to work hard to stay in that position. Okay, so for the last exercise, we're going to take this ball, place it between our knees, stay in this hands and knees position. And for this one, we're going to do what's called a bear plank, and we're going to add the ball squeeze. So in adding this ball squeeze helps increase adductor strength, those muscles on your inner thighs. It helps with pelvic floor strength. It also helps kind of activate the pelvic floor muscles and core muscles, because you're triggering that when you squeeze that ball. So from here, you're going to squeeze the ball and first bring that belly button up and in, kind of tighten that core. You squeeze the ball, lift your knees slightly off the ground, and then come back down. And to incorporate the breathing, you want to squeeze, and then you exhale, and then you inhale. And you can, if you're a beginner and this is difficult for you to start with, you can just go up and down. I do like to squeeze, come up, hold for a couple of seconds, up to 5, and then come back down. If you're holding longer, make sure you're not just exhaling and then inhaling back down. Make sure you're actually breathing through it. But you can exhale and then inhale like that. 2 to 3 seconds is good, but if you want to hold for a little bit longer, you can do that too. So again, you want to do about 10 reps of that. Relax for about 30 seconds and then repeat that either one time or 2 more times. So all of those exercises really help build that core strength and stability, and you should feel your core working through them. So that will help decrease any pain you have in your pelvis, in your back, in your hips, and also just prevent injury and make you function a little better. So try adding those to your routine maybe 3 or 4 times a week and just work on building that core strength.